Okay. So are you ready to start this week's podcast off with a bang?
I am. But before we get into that, so I guess I'm not. Before we get into that,
It's boring.
We talked about this a little bit last night, and I wanted to make a point of it because I think it's something that we could really capitalize on. And you know how I am about capitalism.
Shirtless Tuesday?
Yes. Thank God it's Sunday.
Thank God.
So, no, we were talking about that we would like our fans,
All three of them.
both on a good day. We would like for them, if they are so interested, to reach out to us on either email at hangoutslangout@gmail.com
Mm-hmm.
or probably more easily on Instagram at the
Whatever, just
Hangout
DM us.
Slang Out.
Hangout Slang Out.
yeah, DM us. That's what the kids are saying.
Yeah.
But basically, we want to involve you guys in the episode, and so we were thinking of a plan for that. Like, we don't necessarily want you to have to worry about being live on an episode or
Mhm.
anything like that. But if you had any of you, either of you, had any interest in being part of one of our episodes, it'd be really cool for you to reach out and say, "Hey, I want to be involved."
Uh-huh.
Because our idea behind that is we start planning these words out more in advance as opposed to like picking the word the day that we record. And then we would send you the word.
But the spontaneous
Spontaneity.
that word too makes this podcast real.
You're not wrong.
And I'm not good at words, apparently.
But I think you also know that every time we record an episode, by the time the episode comes back on, I forget everything we've said anyway. So
Mhm.
it's spontaneous in the moment as
Spot
I'm
on.
listening to it.
Yeah.
So I feel like we could do this and still be spontaneous.
It's not that easy, is it?
No, it's not. Talking's hard.
It's hard.
But if you reach out and say that you want to be involved in this, basically what we would do is we would pick a word a few weeks in advance. We would send you that word and
Mhm.
then just record yourself saying what you think it means or what you've heard people say with it or whatever. And we'll drop you in the episode and kind of react to that. We love our fans, however many of you there are. It seems that there might be more recently. I don't know.
We do. I love only fans.
Oh God.
That's not how it works.
No.
Okay. Shoot.
Don't subscribe to us on OnlyFans. Patreon, yes. OnlyFans. We're not on Patreon either. Anyways,
yeah.
Like I said, reach out. Let us know you'd be interested, and we'll send you a word to review for us.
Yeah, we're leaning into the video stuff. So with YouTube, and now Apple's picked up video podcasting, and we're noticing it's changing the game.
Spotify has it too, right?
Yeah, Spotify hasn't. I don't think we're up on there yet. I will figure that out soon. But as we lean into
they'll
that,
come around eventually.
as we figure that out, and more of you get eyeballs on us and aren't completely repulsed. The idea of sharing that with you guys, it's really exciting.
If for no other reason, like if you get involved with this, that means 60 seconds that you don't have to see our faces on these, and that's pretty great.
And it's a tax write-off, right?
Yeah. It'll be a really easy tax write-off. We don't pay.
Yeah.
We don't even get paid.
It's basically like
we do this for the love of the game.
There's a game?
No, Triple H. We really love Triple H.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's for
Time
our
to play
WWE
the
fans.
game.
Speaking of that, did you see the 17-second Ronda Rousey and Gina Gershon?
Yeah. Gina Gershon. That would be amazing. That would.
She's the actress, right?
17 seconds would make sense if Gina Gershon was.
Gina Serrano. What's her name?
Carano?
Carano, not Serrano. Those are my favorite peppers. Besides the Red Hot Chili. Anyways, did you see that? 17 seconds.
Yeah, 17 seconds. She lasted 15 seconds longer than I expected.
Damn it. I was like, she lasted 7 seconds longer than I thought she'd last.
Also, I think it's Gia Carano, not Gina. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I think we should.
Once she stopped being on Mandalorian, I forgot what her real name is.
I think you should online challenge that.
I don't have time for that. I don't want to put on my glasses.
All right. I'll put on the music real quick. We'll get into this episode and we'll have fun. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time. On the flip side.
On the flip side. Still this time. Please keep watching.
All right. We'll be back. Oh, wait. I'm Dan.
Right. I'm Matt.
Yeah. Just in case you haven't ever seen us before. And this is Hang Out with Your Slang Out.
At applepodcasts.com. I don't know.
The number one podcast about slang.
The number one podcast about slang in Central Arizona. And in parts of the world, if you follow the numbers that they're sending us.
Talking to you, Indonesia.
We love our Indonesians.
What do we got today for the viewers?
I don't know. I thought you brought the word.
Well, I mean, I brought this.
Please put that away.
Sorry.
Wherever you bought that, take it back. I don't know if you'll get a full refund, but
give me my money back.
Get whatever you can back. No, so at Dynamite Beer Company where I work at our Uptown location, a new place opened a couple doors down, and it inspired me because their name can be sort of construed into a slang term that we have on our list.
Okay.
They are a Korean sandwich shop.
You had me at Korean. That didn't come out the way I thought it would.
Your dad is turning in his grave. Anyways, so it's called Let's Toast. And their sandwiches are phenomenal. First and foremost, we got a chance to try them at a beer fest we went to a couple months ago.
Did we give them a shout out after that?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
We should probably do that. I guess I'm doing it now. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'll have to see if I can find their logo.
So good. But they finally opened their brick and mortar location 2 doors down from, not 3 doors down, different band.
Mm-hmm.
From
too soon, dude.
From our Uptown location. Sorry, man. From our Uptown location, and went down there to pick up tips today, and they had like 30 people in line waiting to get in. Tips.
Thank you.
And
I was like, what do you do again? What's your job again?
They had like 30 people in line waiting to get in. Now, that's not our word. Let's toast. But we did have toasted on our list of words.
That seems like a word we should have done.
We probably should have, because I've spent plenty of my adult life being that. Not necessarily high, but
yeah, it's probably because
sure.
a handful, especially our first season, a handful of words probably fell under toasted.
Probably.
Because all our words were either about something awesome, something not awesome, or being wasted.
Right.
So it was pretty much, that was the slang. Well, not that's changed much now. You want to start with the official thing for toasted?
Shit. Do I need my glasses? Wait, you have your glasses on. You look it up.
Okay, I'm on it. You want to scat on the mic or give the lovely folks some filler?
Oh, I thought you meant actually scat on the mic.
You're not. That scat is poop in the Wild Kingdom. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
So you're not gonna poop on the mic, are you? I mean, I can blur it out.
I can't make any promises. When we put it on the list, it was basically high, wasted, or cooked.
Yeah.
And
I'm interested in what Urban Dictionary is going to have for us.
Yeah, I'm also wasted.
Would you like to give a shout out to your just other sponsor, what you're drinking today? Jesus.
No. I'm also interested as to what Urban Dictionary has to say about it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of different definitions.
You want to go urban, or you want to go with the official one first?
Let's go with the official one, although it looks like it's probably about bread.
It's probably close. Yeah, no, they do have the picture of bread there. Toasted. In slang, toasted typically describes someone who is highly intoxicated, drunk or high, completely burnt out or exhausted from hard work or in deep trouble. It is a versatile, multi-context term found on platforms like Urban Dictionary, which we will go to right now.
I will say, before you get there, that I do like
toast.
I do like the idea of toasted and cooked kind of being interchangeable.
Yeah, I guess that.
Like if you go drunk or high, obviously that's a very different definition. But like burn out,
that's totally
whatever.
Cooked.
Like
yeah,
like I like the idea of using that almost like
I'll let you. Will you need your glasses for that?
To be very high from smoking marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
We got kicked out of home economic. Why were you
smoking at home, Lex?
We got kicked out of home.
That's all there was to do. So smoke.
Was making a pillow, but
fill each other up. That's all we did in home ec.
Sewing up a pillow, but then I got high.
Because you got high.
We got kicked out of home economics because we would always show up toasted and eat all the cookies. First of all, how many cookies were you making in home ec? I think we did. We had one batch of cookies that we made.
Wasn't cookies slang for?
We made pretzels. Those were delicious.
Oh man, this is turning into like a really hungry podcast.
Okay, hi, can we get some? The next definition is being totally fucked from smoking the weed.
Smoking.
It does say smoking.
Can Can that be our word this week? Smoking?
What is that from?
Gold member?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking a pancake. Dude, I've drilled like 10 hotties and I'm totally toasted.
Don't ever say that sentence again.
I'm so toasted, man, that I'm sitting on the couch wrapped in a blanket and dreaming about a glass of water.
You couldn't bring milk into that?
I could have, but that's not what it said.
No, him, the guy, the author.
Third definition.
Yeah.
Well, third and fourth, I guess, because there's two. Being tipsy, but at the same time, very relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
That point where everything feels good and one doesn't really care about anything. I feel like that's probably sort of the area that I've used it most.
Okay.
Being very high from smoking weed is the second one in that, the more well-known use of the word.
Which sounds like you.
Sure. Last night was amazing. Went from being nicely toasted to fucked out of my mind. And that's the last of it, man. We're fucking toasted.
So I know I've used the word before. I wouldn't say it's like a huge throwback, but it's got to be a semi-throwback because it was a while ago. And it would have been used in the way of like, that guy's fried. Like he's done. Like
now I feel like we could interject something into this.
Butter?
Nothing better than butter on a little bit of toast.
Cinnamon? Why am I naming stripper names?
Peanut butter. Why are we both naming stripper names?
Beef.
No, I was going to say that toasted, the act of something getting toasted is basically browning at the surface, right?
Okay.
Which is part of the Maillard reaction. Fun sciencey thing.
Now we look fire. What were you saying?
So saying
so right in here.
That the act of that browning due to toasting is called the Maillard reaction. And so I feel like we should issue it as a challenge to our faithful listeners. That
burn toast?
No, that as they see somebody like getting their first couple drinks in before getting toasted, to be like, oh, here comes the Maillard reaction. Okay,
so my kids and my wife will not let me, I will never hear the end of this if I don't tell my burnt toast story.
Oh.
Which
I didn't even know you had a burnt toast story.
It's technically not toast.
Were you having a seizure?
So my kids are like,
right?
I don't know. Matter. Son's like 5. Baby's maybe 8 or 9. I think that's their ages, right? I don't know.
Not currently, so I don't know what they were at the time.
Anyway, so my wife, she was out of town for business, so left all the cooking on me, which I could make microwave popcorn, cereal, and I think on a good day.
What's microwave popcorn cereal?
It's awesome. This new Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavor.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious, actually.
Orville. Goddamn Orville Redenbacher. But I was making grilled cheese sandwiches. And, well, I don't know if I officially made them. But I technically burnt the first 2. And for some reason, it just made me angrier. So I was like, okay, I wasn't watching. I'll watch these next ones. Mind you, when you use a gas stove, the flame just gets hotter.
Mm-hmm.
So they cook twice as fast the next batch.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm watching them and like, I'm, like, why are they burning? Like, I can't stop them from burning. They burn again. So this repeats itself, sending me in a world of anger where I'm afraid some F-bombs might have showed up. And when I got to like the heel of this was a full loaf of bread, mind you, when I started. It's minus maybe 1 or 2 at the front. When I got near, when I started pulling the stuff out and I was like, oh, we're at the heel of the loaf. And I look at my kids and their heads are like laying on the kitchen table and like they were just done. And the smoke alarms are like about to go off and stuff. And they just keep cooking no matter what I did. And I just didn't realize I needed to turn that down. So at that moment, I looked up in the sky. I don't believe in God. And I was all, fuck, we're getting pizza. And I ordered Little Caesars and everybody was happy.
And Jesus delivered.
And the kids still talk about that today. It was not good.
As they should. I've got some questions. You think that the fire gets hotter over time?
Well, not the fire. Your stovetop or your grill. Instead of me lowering it so it would account for how hot it was, like as your pan keeps heating up. I was just throwing that stuff on there thinking I had the same time frame when it technically will cook quicker from the first ones that I put on there where their pan is a little bit cold and all that. But, I'm adding butter and all this stuff, and all I'm doing is burning shit.
You started when the pan was a little bit... I have so many questions for you.
Dude, this was a long time ago. You know what a good cook I am now? But I had to come from somewhere.
Do I?
Yeah. Let's go make toast right now.
That is a hilarious story.
It's all right.
Well, it's hilarious to me because I'm imagining the kids like
with their heads on the table is legitimately what was going on.
Stomachs gurgling because they didn't have anything to eat
as they watched their dad just cuss and get angry. And it was one of those moments where you're mad at yourself and you're mad at the situation, but that makes you mad at everybody else, like it's their fault. So I was probably not.
Yeah, if they hadn't wanted grilled cheese sandwiches, everything would have been just. Why can't you want?
I was fine.
Why can't you want microwave popcorn cereal?
But maybe deep down, I just wanted Little Caesars pizza.
You know what would have helped you through that situation?
My wife.
Well, yes.
A little bit of talent for cooking.
Yeah, probably both of those things.
Knowledge that fire is hot.
The fact that you didn't have that at that point is a little worrisome.
So yeah, I could make a list. Okay, add to the list. What else could
being a little toasted?
Oh my god,
you wouldn't
a little toasted.
You wouldn't have cared as much.
There's a cereal called Little Toasted, isn't there?
I don't think so.
It's got little toasty guys on it.
I think there's a rapper called Little Toasted.
There's got to be one. Is he the one that just killed that girl and put her in the trunk?
Ooh, I hope not.
Okay. Peace out. Pour one out for her.
I don't even know who she is. I gotta pour one out for her. You don't drink anymore. You don't drink any less, but you don't drink. No, you don't drink anymore.
Well, it depends. There's a new Willie Nelson drink I can't wait to dip my toes into.
That's so weird that you were excited about that.
TCP, what is it?
THC.
TCP, that's like my favorite band from the 90s.
It's the Tactful Clown Posse, not the insane one.
Oh, man. Stop being retarsh.
No, but you don't drink anymore. But
yeah.
You used to,
mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you have any times that you remember being toasted that you either enjoyed or did not enjoy?
So long ago. I wasn't a good drunk. That was one of the reasons that was okay for me to stop.
You're not great sober either. Just throwing that out there.
No, I'm an emotional drinker. So
speaking,
there we go. Other than the fact that I hadn't drank in about a year or two, and we went to a party and someone spiked my drink, and they did it just so they could see me. And there might have been more than they said. It was just rum in there, but there could have been more than that because I had once. It wasn't a sip; it was a full drink, but it wasn't that much. And within 5 minutes, I was sitting at a table and the room was spinning, and I started crying because people. I was like, "Why would you do that to me?"
That sounds
kind of like how I end the podcast every other episode. Why would you do that to me? Yeah. But it was weird to not have any tolerance whatsoever after that short amount of time. It was weird.
I used to just give up alcohol for Lent, so 40 days,
mm-hmm.
47 days. Apparently, there's this whole cheating system in Christianity that I was unaware of.
Yeah, I just heard about that the other day too. Are you bummed you didn't know about the cheating back then?
No. Well, okay. So no, because here's the thing. If that meant I was giving up things for 47 days, cool, because that's how it's supposed to work. Giving up something for 6 days and then allowing yourself to do it on Sunday is not giving something up.
It technically is.
Unless it's like breathing or something that's necessary. I'll even give, like, if you give up meat for 6 days, okay, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But like giving up something like alcohol or, in my mom's case, home improvement shows, like if you can only go 6 days at a time without those things.
Was it the Property Brothers, or was it like Home Improvement, like Tim Allen's Home Improvement?
Neither. No, she's just really
she was, excuse me?
She's really addicted.
Dodge that bullet.
She is really addicted to HGTV.
Okay. I was hoping maybe Bob Vila would make an appearance.
She used to be really addicted to Bob Vila.
Weren't we all?
Not his show.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Those shirts, man.
Yeah.
Good guy. Okay. What about you? You have plenty of toasted ones. I could tell when we went to that beer thing about how toasted you got. When we had that toasted sandwich, which was phenomenal, which sobered his ass up so he could go another round.
I would like to point out, I don't know what he remembers of that day, but I was not toasted.
Well, when you're drunk, you don't remember anything. So he just remembers this stuff.
I remember everything.
Because I kept you level. He was like a kite, and I had to keep bringing him back down. I
was like a what?
Kite.
Oh, okay. Sir,
For all our Jewish listeners out there.
Just found out. 8 years ago. Yeah. But I just found out. Anyways.
No, I know you would be much worse. But when you start to roll, like when you start getting tipsy, and this was in the sun though, by the way, too. So that doesn't help anything.
No.
And when you start to roll, you were like a little kid at a candy store. You were like, I want to go get that. And I was like, back it up. Drink that water first. You were planning like your 6th drink out. Like you were like, I got that one. I need to do this beer. I need to do that beer. We got to go back around to that.
So you're hating on me for having a case of the tism when I'm drinking, like having to plan out my entire excursion.
Yeah, but as you were going along, the planning out wasn't the best plans.
You don't know that it wasn't the best plans.
No, I was there. It wasn't the best plans.
You didn't want to be there. That's
thankfully. No, actually, it was actually pretty fun, and I got that cool little glass to drink out of, even though I didn't drink. It's pretty sick. It makes me feel like a giant. I should use it right now. Yeah, but I don't know. Do you want to share an officially toasted one? You've shared some on this podcast, which
I think the one that I'm going to go with is. I don't know that I've shared this one on the podcast because it involves being high, not being drunk. For shame. Before it was even legal.
Oh, man.
We were in international waters. So I think
smoking some weed?
I think it was okay. No, I wasn't. So we went on a...
It's that licking the frog one, right? You got hot frogs?
I was so confused. I was like, what?
He's all like
kink? It's weird.
My favorite band in the 90s.
The Kinks?
Lincoln the Frog.
Oh.
Lincoln Frog? Yeah. There we go. Ha ha. Go Dodgers.
Anyway, so no, we went on a cruise for a bachelor party, and one of the guys in the group did partake.
Okay.
And so he decided that he was going to make, I think it was brownies, and bring them on board, which was funny to me because like we were so worried about smuggling alcohol. Smuggling weed brownies on board, but whatever. And so some point on the first day, a couple people taking a couple bites, and he looks at me and goes, like these aren't that bad. You could probably do one. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like you only live once.
That never goes well because everybody has different tolerances.
You're right.
Yeah.
Everybody does have different tolerances. And it turns out mine apparently is high. So not like I was high, but well, I mean, I was high, but he comes to me like, oh, I don't know, 4 hours later. And he's like, you were handling this like a champ. These are so much stronger than I thought they were. And I was like, what? And immediately, like, I start to freak out a little bit because I'm like, no, don't tell me that. Like, I thought everything was going just fine. But fast forward to the end of the night, and like I go out on the deck of the ship, and I'm just laying in one of the lounge chairs, looking up at the stars as they go by. And like, it was one of the most calm moments I'd ever had. And I was like, oh, I kind of get it now. Like, this isn't something I would do very frequently, but like, I get this reaction. This is nice.
Yeah.
But it was just funny because he'd come up to me and he was like, oh my God, you were handling this like a champ. And I know that those were the words because I told this story so many times because I was so impressed with the phrase handling this like a champ.
So I know the way your brain works.
Shout out J. Neal.
And his brain is always boom, 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 boom. Just, it's like a freaking computer. Did that slow that sensation down for you? Like, did it make it so you were just calm, or did it focus all that? Like,
I don't know, because I didn't like actively try to do anything.
You weren't having like deep thoughts up there. It was just more like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. Like, it wasn't anything where I was trying to focus my energy on accomplishing anything. So it did allow my brain to like stop, I guess, and just kind of take things in.
Now, I've never officially partaken in
marijuana.
Secondhand, yes, a zillion times. And it always made me, I was one of those guys that felt a little bit like anxious from it. Not a ton. And I always hated the smell. So the smell always gave me a headache. But then having anxiety from something, it was like, that's not fun.
I also feel like some of the anxiety from that, and it's something that I think I felt in the past, is like, for the longest time, we were told that it was wrong.
Oh, we grew up with the thing where it's like, you do that, you're doing heroin next. It was like, it's the gateway. It was no gateway.
Which, to be fair, in Kingman, kind of true. But,
in Kingman, you started with the hard drugs and you found your way back. You wean yourself off with weed. So, yeah.
So you spend all that time being told that it's wrong, that like when you're around it, I don't know that it necessarily gives you any anxiety. I think the fact that you're worried about it touching your clothes and staying on your clothes to the point where you're high for the next 6 weeks straight gives you anxiety because you're so worried about the effects.
I'd be more worried about getting caught.
I can't even get a job now because I smell like weed.
It just made me a little paranoid, enough to where like I wasn't paranoid, but I could feel the sensation of it. And I was just like, and I had heard people either get that way or the opposite. Like, and I was just like, that just doesn't sound fun. Huh?
I think I'm paranoid.
Oh, okay, Shirley. Oh man, McLean, not Manson. Okay, we should probably name 3 celebrities that have been toasted in the movies. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like a weird one.
Name 3. What's your 3 best scenes in a movie that when someone's toasted?
Either the drunk or getting high scene in Blazing Saddles. Both of those are fantastic.
Classic, which I haven't seen in forever, but yeah.
So good. What other ones?
Anything with what was the one with Frank the Tank? Old school?
Old school.
Yeah. I mean, half his scenes are him getting.
That's kind of true.
Oh, and this is not politically
Bernie
correct
spent
anymore.
an entire movie either dead or toasted. I'm not sure which.
Absolutely toasted. But Mr. Long Duck Dong from 16 Candles.
Oh, yeah.
When he gets wasted, it's so not appropriate now, but it was pretty damn funny at the time.
Matthew McConaughey's character in
anything he's ever done.
Yeah, it's also. What's one where he has short arms? Just kidding. What's the one?
You mean Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, that's
the first one.
Yeah,
that was when he walked with his cock out through the whole movie. Yeah, I get it. I see you, Matthew.
Yeah,
from the waist down.
Nice. What? Nice. What was the one with Jim Brewer and Chappelle? And
it was literally called like High, something get high, or it made no money whatsoever. Dave Chappelle has.
I also want to say there was one with like Method Man and Redman.
Oh, there had to be.
Yeah.
Any of the Cheech and Chong movies, which were classics growing up, because when you're that age, when those were out, you're not supposed to listen to those. Like, so it was like bootleg stuff. And anytime we got to see one of those movies, or we used to listen to that cassette tapes of them and just laugh our ass off. And I didn't smoke weed, but it was the funniest thing because Chong had the funniest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Little Mouse and Dumbo.
He smoked?
No, didn't he get drunk? He was like hiccuping all over the place.
I wish that's what drinking. Well, I guess it kind of does get like that. Usually when somebody gets the hiccups, it's not fun afterwards.
The one where the episode of The Simpsons, you're welcome. The episode of The Simpsons where it's a chili cook-off.
Yeah.
And this doesn't really apply because it's not, well, he does get drunk to try to calm the heat sensation, but I think it's Chief Wiggum makes a chili with a pepper so hot that it like gives you hallucinations.
Yeah.
And Homer eats it, says that he's fine, and goes into an alternate dimension.
I think I remember that one.
Where there's a coyote that says, Homer, find your soulmate. And then he's walking down the street and he sees a dog say the same thing. He goes, find your soulmate. And he goes, dogs and talk. And he goes, woof, woof. And then Homer's response is, damn straight.
I want to be at one of those table readings when those guys are writing that shit.
He literally he found a candle and like lit it and tried to melt wax on his tongue to coat it so that he could have the chili pepper without going insane.
Yeah, that was written by guys high.
Yeah, for sure.
So I love this episode because it flew by, and we're ending it with a Simpsons
on a high note.
Oh, how did I not get there? So let's try that again. I love this episode because we're ending it
on a high note.
Yeah.
The more you know.
That just happened. I might not make the show because it probably looked really retarsh. It's okay to say that. Trust me.
We heard all about it last night.
Yeah. So, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for bringing this word. It was a fun one.
It was fun.
That went way quick. As always, subscribe, follow, share any of our details or links to any of your friends.
Just like twice.
100%. There's a lot of stuff on our website, hangoutslangout.com, or we can be reached at
hangoutslangout@gmail.com.
That was smooth, by the way.
It was smooth.
Yeah. It was smooth. Second and a half delayed, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Is this thing on? And the other thing I would like to acknowledge now at the end of this episode, I'll acknowledge it the next episode we record, I'm sure, is I don't know how many of these people are going to become fans, but we have had a weirdly positive spike in viewership recently. We're not sure what to attribute it to.
I blame you.
We don't care. We're not going to try to mess with success, but
we're going to mess with it.
We'll mess it up real good.
It's like a scab. I'm going to flick it.
But we're super excited to see that there are new viewers. Hopefully you've made it to this part of the episode because we know that you haven't made it to this part of the episode. That's why we're going to start the next episode with the same thank you. And we're just excited for you to join us on this ride. Like, we don't do this for money for sure. I'm not even sure that we do it for fun for us, but we do it for fun for somebody, and hopefully somebody having fun with it.
Yeah. Keeps us sane.
There's probably somebody in some jail somewhere that really has a good
time
with this.
I promised this guy by now we'd be famous. It ain't happened yet. But we're getting there.
Hopefully.
You're welcome.
Another 120 episodes or so, and we'll be right
there. We'll be right there.
Be out of words by that point, but at least we'll be right on the cusp of success.
And I'll be dead by then anyways. Right?
That's absolutely.
But basically what my co-host said, love this guy. Thanks for being here. Yeah. And we'll see you next time. All right.
Whenever you're ready, bud.
Hang on 1 second. This is more like it.
We finally started getting views. Do we have to go to this?
This is why.
No, it's not.
Say hi, Remington. This is exactly why, right?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I can't believe we made that dog with AI.
He's waiting on you.
Is he going to be quiet?
What are you talking about? That's me.
So, my buddy, sort of our mutual friend. Hey, Slangers. Thanks for watching another episode of the #1 Slang podcast, as voted on by we don't know who, but that doesn't matter. We got some sort of award. If you want to see more episodes from this podcast, just make sure you click on these episode links here around me, wherever Dan ends up putting them, and it'll take you to the next episode that you can ask yourself, why did I watch this? Thanks, guys.